Hey guys, RedPandaMining here. Hope you're doing well. Having a really great day. This video I'm going to be reviewing the Elphapex DG1 Plus. This is a product from Foundation Logic. Thanks to them, they sent me this for review for you guys here. As some of you guys know, I have reviewed the Elphapex DG1, okay, non-plus. So this model here is the 14G version. The other one that I have, which has been running flawlessly for the past like 2 months now, is the 11 gigahash model. Okay, so it's been running just fine on actually NiceHash, which it wasn't working on NiceHash initially when I got it, but over a month ago or month and a half ago, there was a firmware update where Elphapex or Foundation Logic did update the firmware to be able to mine on NiceHash now on the DG1. So the Elphapex DG1 Plus 14 gigahash version apparently does over 3,900 watts. We're gonna verify that in this video, as this thing, just the first impressions, looks like this thing is gonna utilize two C19 cables, C19 plugs. I do have two ready here to plug into this thing. So yeah, come to think of it, if it's gonna take, you know, almost 4,000 watts, it's gonna need these types of power cables to be able to handle that power draw here. Okay, so what a monster. The DG1 Plus, just first impressions looking around the machine here. At the top, it's got the Ethernet, it's got the fault and normal indicator lights, IP report button, and a reset button. There are two 120mm fans on the front. So, you know, typical looking ASIC miner. On the power supply side here, let's see the specs of the PSU. This is a FP102. Okay, there's some more specs here in case anyone is interested. Let's take a look on the back. Yep, it looks pretty standard. There is also the part where we can take this off, look at the control board. I already did take apart the Elphapex DG1. You guys probably saw the live stream of that. We noticed that the hash boards aren't using thermal paste, but they're using like a thermal pad, which I thought was pretty good. And just showing you guys the temperatures of these hash boards on the DG1 right now, it's been pretty good, under 65, 67 degrees Celsius on these hash boards. So pretty good, pretty good. That they're really not using any thermal paste, but they're using a thermal pad instead. Okay, so Elphapex, the company, I guess, Foundation Logic, they manufactured these just, I guess, this past year. And talking with Mr. Payne Kong, he's one of the marketing specialists of the business development of Foundation Logic, he told me that they've been in R&D for over 3 years of this model here. And so far, with the 2 months I've had the DG1, that's been running flawlessly, non-stop. And their ability to do firmware updates and listen to the community, they're able to fix that right away, and I thought that was pretty cool so far. As well, they're going to Mining Disrupt, which is happening next week, if anyone's going there. Elphapex will have a booth there. Mr. Payne Kong will also be there. If you guys are interested in purchasing any DG1s or DG1 Pluses, feel free to contact Payne at foundationlogic.com. I'll have the information down below. He also has a Telegram as well. So tell him RPM recommended you and he'll give you a little discount. All right, so let's go ahead now and turn this DG1 Plus on. I'm ready to see the full power that this thing is going to take. I do have a dedicated 240 volt 30 amp circuit here. We are going to do it right now. Let me plug all this in here. So two C19 inputs here. Let's go, I did that the wrong way. Let's go this way. There's the first one, second one. Okay, it's already turning on. And I need a network cable as well. Can't forget that. Okay, all right. It just ramped up a little bit. You guys probably heard that. And anyone curious of the sound level of this thing? Not too bad, just starting up, but I'm assuming once we get mining, it's gonna be over 80, 90. Yeah. Oh yeah. 92, 90 decibels. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna go on the computer and set up the information. I wanna see if this mines to NiceHash. Be right back. Okay, so here is the DG1 mining now for the past 30 minutes. It is mining successfully to Nice hash, as you guys can see right here. It's earning about, it says $27 a day right now, okay, in USD. Just looking at the current profitability on hashrate.no, just to see here, it says about $31 revenue a day, or $23 after 8 cents electric. Okay, of course, this is combining probably Litecoin as well, Dogecoin, Litecoin together. I don't know if NiceHash will have bells in the future. As some of you guys may know, the L9, they've been advertising Litecoin, Dogecoin, and bells. I'm not quite sure how that's all going to work, probably merge mining together. So stay tuned for that. I will update you guys on when that comes about. But man, you guys can probably hear the thing screaming right now. Let's go back out here. Not bad. Okay, so that's about a couple feet away. So yeah, it's pretty loud. Here is the power consumption of this thing now, 4,123 watts. My voltage right now is dropping quite a bit. So I guess the volts and amps, I mean, this thing is advertised for about 3,900 watts, under 4,000 watts. So currently where I am mining in my basement right now, it's not the ideal place to mine here. All the heat right now is just going right here. So yeah, the ambient temperature is rising considerably in this area. So, but anyways, it is mining successfully to NiceHash. All right, let's go back to the computer. Okay, so I actually just turned it off because I'm gonna move it to my ASIC shelf. But in the meantime, I just want to show you guys the last temperatures that this was running for the past 30 minutes. All pretty good, under 65 degrees Celsius for the hash boards. So I guess once I have it in an actual area where I can exhaust the heat, maybe this will be a little bit better. Okay, so yeah, pretty standard as looking at the dashboard here. It's pretty nice, exact same as the DG1. Okay, like again, I said this one has been running really good. So now that I've showed you guys the actual results here of it mining and hashing and such, I want to talk about the efficiency of, you know, the DG1 Plus versus like the DG1, the L7, okay, the notorious L7 that has been, I would say, on the market for the past couple years and dominant on the market for especially a lot of miners that are mining Litecoin right now, or merge mining Dogecoin, right? So the network hash rate for Litecoin has, you know, been climbing considerably, I'd say, since December 2023. So here we are in June now, you know, half a year later, and we've climbed about a good 250 terahash. Okay, so looking at previous time though, you guys can see the hash rate has also been climbing just pretty good, right? So I would say since the L7 came out in, I think sometime in 2021, end of 2021, 2022, the hash rate for Litecoin obviously started going up considerably during this time. So that's probably a given to a lot of L7s out there. Maybe there are some L3 pluses out there, but I actually remember that a bunch of L3 pluses were like destroyed or, you know, recycled in a sense back in China. So I really don't know how many L3 pluses are out there in the wild right now, but there are also a lot of gold shell, you know, mini Doges, you know, LT lights out there, and other various Litecoin miner models out there. I guess Bitmain has, not at the top of my head right now, but the L7 would be the one that would be more prominent, more so the past 2 years. So we have Elphapex in the game, or Foundation Logic, that's the company, and then Elphapex DG1, this is the model. Okay, so this model here is more efficient. Okay, if we did the numbers just looking at what is advertised here, it is better than the Bitmain L7, okay? And you can say, you know, it's a pretty big, it's a decent jump, but, you know, comparing it to like, you know, Bitcoin miners, you know, they're like marginally, incrementally more efficient as time goes on, like year by year as new efficient models come out, right? The S21, you know, versus the S19Ks, you know, that type of thing. So here we are with, you know, L7 to DG1s. This is about a 4 point, you know, better in efficiency. So the DG1 Plus, okay, so the one I have, it should, you know, I should actually put my real result here. So we go like this, and then RPM. So 14,400, 14 gigahash at, I was getting about 1420 watts around there. So this is an efficiency of, we did this divided by this, the hash rate, about 0.28. So pretty much the exact same. There. Okay, so how much is, how much are these DG1 pluses now? Just looking at the prices of the DG1 versus, let's say, L7s. I know L7s are still over $7,000. The DG1s are, or DG1 and DG1 Plus is under 70 cents per mega hash. Okay, so that's pretty good, all right? So we're looking at the Bitmain L9, for instance. Right now, I think they sell for over $14,000. That's a $0.8 per mega hash, okay? Which is, these are not coming out until August, probably September. So that's another thing to consider, right? The L9, right? Everyone knows, notorious Bitmain. But it is a big jump in efficiency here. Granted, they always underreport their wattage. So every time I test it out, it's like, when they say it's like 3,300 watts, it's more so like 3,500 watts. So take that with a grain of salt here, okay? But then Locotech, this is another company which we have not had a actual prototype yet, an actual unit that shows that it can do it, okay? So this is another thing where people are maybe just holding out, waiting for Locotech to come out with their, their hash plate here, which is considerably, let's say, 3 times more efficient than the DG1s or DG1 pluses, okay? Or the L7s even, right? So if this is the case, then these are, if the dollar per mega hash is, maybe 10 cents more, 20 cents more, then it seems like the Locotechs would be a better buy. But again, we don't know if these are going to be real, if these are actually going to come out on the market. We don't have an actual unit. I've never tested one. I've never seen anybody with a whole, hash plate in their hands. So we don't know if this is real or not. So take that with a grain of salt as well. But with Elphapex, I do like that they are, I guess, stateside in a sense. In North America, they do have a repair center as well in North America. So if you guys have issues with your Elphapex unit, you are able to send it to Elphapex to get support and fixes if needed, okay? Stateside. So pretty cool. Okay guys, so that's the review of the DG1 Plus. If you guys have any questions or concerns, feel free to put it down below. And if you guys are looking to buy one of these right now, I believe they're under $10,000, okay? Please contact Mr. Payne Kong. I'll have his information down below. If you are looking for these types of units, tell him RPM sent you and he'll give you a little something, all right? Okay, I appreciate everybody. Thank you for watching. Let me know your guys' thoughts. I'm gonna put this on the ASIC rack now and just do a long-term test of this thing, make sure it's good, but I'm sure it is. So far, I've heard a lot of people have had great experience so far with their Elphapex units. No one's had any issues from whom I've talked with, so far, so good. All right, I'll see you on the next video. Have a good one. Peace out.